Old news, everybody, but if you're watching my channel, it's new news to you probably. Logan Paul's $3.5 million first edition booster box crate, authenticated by the BBC, turned out to be
That crate ended up being exactly what a lot of people thought it was going to be. I'm going to leave a few links in the description for two of these guys that I went to immediately upon hearing about this box. That's Rattle Pokémon. He's been covering this box for ages now, and he's got some dirt, and the video, I'll leave a link to that video. It's jam-packed. It's got a ton of information about this box, but I think it's missing one thing that I'm going to talk about later on in the video, and the other is Pokerev. He's got a reaction video to this, and I think you should go check that out. I will leave a link in the description for that video as well. If I have not asked already, please scroll down there and click on the like and the subscribe button if you like these videos, and click on the little bell for the notifications. We're going to be posting every week. I'm going to try and post at least once a week, if not 2, 3, maybe 4 times a week. The idea is not to keep you waiting for content while I'm busy working on some of these larger projects and some of these larger videos that might take, a month or 2 months to come out. So there's going to be a lot of Pokemon. There's going to be a lot of mini figures. There's going to be a lot of mini builds. A lot of playing with toys. Just kind of checking things out. My son gets a lot of toys. So anyway, back to Logan Paul's box. While we talk about the box, we're gonna open up some stuff here. Now, the important thing to note is that while it's in the crate, while it's in the box, you don't know what's inside the box until you open the box. So it's extremely hard to verify. And Rattle talks about that in that video that I'm linking. And the fact of the matter is that the BBC, the Baseball Card Exchange, they have no business really, right, authenticating something like this. They didn't have one on hand to compare it to. And in the video, in Logan Paul's video, I'll leave a link to that too. Everybody's there. The owner who authenticated the box even says that they've never seen one. So I don't know where this authentication gets its credentials from, but I certainly wouldn't trust just some BBC shrink wrap around the cardboard box. And then the thing of it is they open the box in the video, and immediately they notice that they're puffy, and they're puffy because they're light. There's less product inside the box, whether that's there's less physical boosters, there's less whatever it is that's inside there's less of them. And he picks it up. And the box is bending. In Logan Paul, I mean, he says, why are they bending like that? Why are they bending like that? And from my point of view, if it's that obvious, then if you multiply that weight, that loss of weight, that loss of mass by 6, because there are 6 in there, surely you could have compared that weight to an official box's weight. I mean, that information may be somewhere, and if it is not, it's certainly not beyond the ability for somebody to weigh 6 first edition booster boxes, or weigh 1 first edition booster box, right? Weigh 1, or weigh 6. Weigh as many as you can. Average it out. See what the deviation is there, and if it's even possible, and then match that. I mean, that to me would be at least step 1 in verifying that there is at least the right amount of something in there, the right volume, the right weight, right? Because inside a cardboard box, whether it's Pokemon cards or in this case, G.I. Joe, that's what ended up being in there, G.I. Joe, at least that first one that they opened. Who knows what's in the rest? I certainly don't. But that would be step one in verifying whether or not this box is legit, right? Now, Rattle also goes into the original owner and seller on eBay having two different stories about the origins of this box. I mean, that's just red flag number one. There's that right there would be enough for me to say, no, thank you, regardless of how much I was spending. Maybe I would take a $10 risk there, but the day you catch me risking rather $3.5 million on something that I can't even see is the day that you're going to check me into a mental institution. And that leads me to the final and most important takeaway here is that this is the biggest scam in the hobby's history, $3.5 million for not even Pokemon cards. They weren't even Pokemon cards. And these were experienced collectors, experienced authentication companies, supposedly, and they got duped. And there are other experienced collectors that get duped. And think about how sad it is, how many kids and non-experienced collectors get duped just thinking that they're getting a good deal, and that's not the case. And if you look at this last pack, I mean, nothing. There's a code for you guys. But again, absolutely nothing. As Mr. Bad Santa would say, well, they can't all be winners, kid. And that's our PSA.